today.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Wall. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down. Burns. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burns, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Wall. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Play action. Now Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Wall. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Wall. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give right side. Burns. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2.
Wall. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Jake Bailey now.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The Niners at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Give them 18 on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the stick. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he fires one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Launching one for Henderson.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Purdy.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Operating from the gun. Wall.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Wall.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Wall. Going deep here for Taylor. And this one is incomplete. So we've come to half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now a give, right side. Burns. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here comes third and about a foot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Broncos first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burns, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Down the left sideline.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On first down, Burns. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Wall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Denver.
Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Wall. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wall. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wall. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Purdy now to throw.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 19 yards away.
And the 49ers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down. Ball. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun.
Wall. That pass complete to Moore.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Wall. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the complete.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
3rd down and 13.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use.
And my goodness, another interception.
Down the sideline he goes.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw on second down. Wall. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.